Hello and good evening. Happy Thursday, everybody. I have Cynthia, my dear friend Cynthia, who's going to be sharing a little bit about her testimony and how she met Partnerco and these amazing drops in her life as we welcome other guests to arrive. Go ahead and please share, my dear.
Sure, sure. My journey, it's a pretty long one, but I always had problems with my weight and with my sugar. And as I got older, I mean, I've always been the frumpy one in my family on the big side. We had slim and bigger people. So with me, I ended up on the bigger side of the people. So if I smelled something, some good sweet stuff, I gained it. Yeah, that was me. But I had a wicked sweet tooth, so that was my problem too. And as I grew older, I had problem with my weight. And as I became an adult, I started getting problems with like getting into diabetes and stuff like that, getting into high cholesterol, wow, heart disease. I had a couple of things, but anyway, but my weakest point was my diabetes. And I was always afraid of that because my grandfather had diabetes and he went to chopping legs. And I was like, oh my God, am I going to lose my legs? But, and then he passed. That was a long time ago. But, so that's always in the back of your mind, like, oh my God, am I going to lose my limbs? So I did seek out my doctor, put me on the Ozempic, the shots, which I don't like shots, but I I mean, I at one point she tried to do everything to try to make me lose weight and to get my levels down at a normal level, and nothing was working. So with the Ozempic, as the more that I've been taking, I grew resistant to it, and she kept increasing the dosage, which was worsening my skin because I was getting like this prep skin. And I said, whoa, that's not me because, I've always had young genes in my family, right? They always said, oh, you don't look your age. So then I said, I was looking around for stuff. I said, I don't like the shots. And then of course, a friend of mine, he said, okay, he sought me out because we were in a different company together. And he said, you know what, this is up your alley. You do have health in your background. I am a nutritionist, which sometimes I get ashamed to say because I'm so right in my diabetes problem. I should be helping others, right? But so I said, you know what? I wasn't too into the thing because I said, oh, I don't want to bother people. I don't want to knock on doors. I don't want to be a nuisance to people. And but I said, let me try them. So I took a box and I said, wow, in my first week I lost 3.5 pounds. And I was shocked. And guess what? And even that second day, I didn't have the craving for sugar anymore. And I was like, whoa. And it was around Valentine's, and I remember my husband, he brought me chocolates. You don't believe I reject shocked myself. I was like, what? No chocolate for Valentine's? Meanwhile, I used to eat everything under the sun. We eat the whole bag. But no, so I that's how I've been noticing that, a lot of changes in my body since I've been on the drops. And because it was so successful for me, I said, you know what? I want to share this with others. I mean, I'm getting chills talking about it because, it's something that I struggled with. And I said, you know what? If it works for me, I want to be there for others too, I really do. I want to live a long life. I don't want to die early. I don't want to lose my limbs like my grandfather did. And you know what? And so when I got into the business, I said, I'm gonna get into the business. And that's what I'm in now. And I'm helping others to help them with their goals,
Mhm.
whatever it is, whether it's their hormone, whatever it's hot flashes, or they're losing their hair, or their sugar is out of control, or inflammation. I want to help others to feel good. To
Wonderful.
feel
And how has it helped you specifically? And I know that you had great results in the very first week. Have you gone to have a blood work? What has the doctor said about your
oh,
results?
oh God, this is the gem. I went, my levels are normal. no longer medication. And I was taking everything under the sun, the injections, aspirin, uh, you know, uh, the medications that they put me on. I'm not on any. And right now I'm like total 26 pounds down and I'm
That's
feeling good. Yeah.
Oh my
I have
gosh, I'm
more.
so excited for you, Cynthia. Thank you so much for sharing. That's really
No
beautiful.
problem.
And what I love and what I heard about what you just said is sometimes a lot of us go through some stories, like, for instance, myself, even 30 years of chronic inflammation, pain from the inflammation. And we're turning our pain into a path with a purpose. And I'm so happy that you are sharing these drops on social media with circle of friends, getting these wonderful solutions in front of people. Now, I'd like to share, thank you so much for sharing. I really
No
appreciate that.
problem.
I'm going to screen
Love you,
share.
love.
I love you too, sweetheart. And I'm going to share because this company came as a result of my prayer. I too, like Cynthia, took a shot because I got desperate. My doctor told me, can you see my picture? Let
Yes,
me know.
Yes,
yes.
Thank you.
ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So last April, I got desperate. My doctor said I was a stroke waiting to happen because my cholesterol was high and I was pre-diabetic. My A1C was 6 and it would not go down for 2 years. Even though it didn't go up, it didn't go down. So she was a little worried that I would go into diabetic state, type 2. And so she says, Barb, you've got to get that 50 pounds off. And so I got desperate. I listened to a couple of friends and I had one of the shots. It was supposedly a more holistic shot, but my body rebuked it. And I was a little nervous after about 5 days of still having inflammation in the pancreas and really bad fatigue, nearly driving off the road a couple of times. And so I was crying on my way home and I said, okay, God, what do you have? Because I really don't want the shot, but I'm desperate. So I get a phone call. God is so good. I get a phone call a couple of days later. It was from my dear friend that I knew, loved, and trusted. She makes her own homeopathic tinctures. She's all into the holistic, supplements because I introduced her to a couple of them that I used to use myself in another company. And so she was my acupuncturist. So she gets a call. I get a call a couple of days later, and she goes, Barb, how are you and Randy doing? And just recently we had a conversation because I went to go see her for a treatment again. And she goes, Barb, all of a sudden I'm at the ball game with my son, and I get a nudge to call you. I said, you were the angel that answered my prayer from God. I love it. So she says, how are you doing? How's your house coming along and how's your health? I told her, I shared with her, cholesterol's high, overweight, stroke waiting to happen. She goes, I think I found something. Homeopathic, holistic, hormone balancing, and weight loss. And I said, I'm in. Tell me more. So she put me in front of someone, Susan Cameron, Susan Frank, who are amazing, beautiful friends of mine, by the way, now. And I got on the drops. And within 1 week's time, I lost 6 pounds. In 6 weeks, 13 pounds. I mean, really, seriously, after 5 years of never being able to lose weight, 6 weeks, 13 released. 14 weeks, 21 pounds released. And my husband got on the drops with me. And COVID beat us up. I won't lie. COVID was very, very hard on us. We had to sell our 4,000 square foot home because Randy pretty much lost his job. He was a court reporter. The court systems closed down. And we didn't know what to do because we spent our last $70,000 to buy land. And then we got kicked off of that land because we were supposed to build our home there. And there was a divorce with our children, his daughter and son in law. And so a year later, we get kicked off. So we actually, used a little borrowed money, bought land, and started building on credit cards. We ran out of money at the end of the month, and we were living paycheck to paycheck before God answered our prayers. We started offering these drops on social media after we realized what we had our hands on. Randy lost 36 pounds total. This was 28 pounds here in this picture. But look at him before, during COVID, or after COVID. I mean, we were stressed out. And then he just got his body balanced with these drops, and he got really back into shape in no time at all. And why that is, well, stress is going to beat us up. Stress is one of the number one hormone disruptors, that and dairy. And some of the signs and symptoms, if you haven't experienced them yourself, let me tell you, you may have when you're in puberty or pregnancy or perimenopause or menopause. But it's mood swings, low libido, headaches, night sweats, food cravings. A lot of people's night sweats will be released within 2 or 3 days after starting the drops. Weight gain, fatigue, insomnia, acne, hot flashes. So these are some of the signs and some of the reasons why people actually are drawn to these drops as a result of a post. A lot of people, about 80% of our customers and brand partners, actually see a post on social media. We are attraction marketing. Our company's name is Partner Co. We're very unique. We're better together. We work cross lines. And let me tell you, I love, love, love meeting our owners. They're multimillionaires. They never had to do this, they never had to work again in their lives. However, John Wadsworth, who is one of the owners, was one of the leading network marketers in Tahitian Noni Company. And he and three other companies partnered together during COVID because they struggled too, just like Randy and I, just like a lot of people during COVID. And so they were still struggling about 3 years ago after COVID. And Darren, who is John's best friend, they actually met about 6 years ago. A little backstory here, in church in Puerto Rico, and they became instant best friends. And so for 3 years, they were living the life, raising their families together. The wives loved each other, raised their children. They even moved in the same neighborhood together in Puerto Rico. They were deacons at the church, they were doing missionary work, and they were really living the life. Well, John went to Darren. Darren's a Wall Street guru. Listen, we're struggling. My company, Tahitian Noni Company, could you take a look at our companies? You're the brilliant businessman and see what's going on. See if you can offer some suggestions and advice and recommendations. He goes, I recommend we partner together. Well, I'll just buy the four companies and we'll partner together. And they did, and they changed the name to Partner Co. and truly are better together and formed a partnership marketing. We are number one in the world. We have a Bill of Rights on our compensation plan. We have patents on our compensation plan. We are very, very unique. We brought over 100 products from all those other four companies, including the Tahitian Noni. John has sold over millions of bottles of Tahitian Noni. It is a beautiful wellness fruit in a bottle. And I'm saying it's liquid nutrition here at Partner Co. But we have products for immune health, reduce inflammation, nutrition, collagen, gut, sleep, better gut health, all multi-billion-dollar industries just by itself alone. Athletic performance, stress support, but we're going to concentrate on the slenderized drops. Some of our favorites are Renew and Limu, as well as Moa. Those are our liquid nutrition products. I'd love to speak a little bit about who Dr. Ray Strand is. He's our Chief Medical Officer here at Partner Co. All of our products are created by doctors and backed by science. We have over 215 published clinical studies on our products. We have the highest efficacy in our labs. We have FDA approved labs. Why is that important? We have over 1,440 annual testings like NSF testings, the cologne testings, and cruelty to animals, just to name a few. Why that's important is because athletes, pre-Olympic status athletes and Olympic status athletes take a lot of our products. And we have 6 products in the PDR, which is the physician desk reference. Let me share just a little bit of backstory on Dr. Ray Strand. He was not always a nutraceutical genius. He was actually a pharmaceutical guru, and he had a practice and he prescribed a lot of medications for his patients. Now, that's how he was taught. That's what a lot of doctors are trained on, is pharmaceutical medications. His wife got very, very sick a long time ago, maybe 10 plus years ago, and she was actually bedridden. So no amount of pharmaceutical medications was getting her better. So he gave her supplements because someone recommended it. Against his better judgment, he did. And she started thriving. So she was missing some minerals, vitamins, whatever it is. And then he took a nosedive into researching. And boy, he found out that he was sharing the wrong information. And so he wrote some books, Death by Prescription, and what your doctor doesn't know about nutritional medicine may be killing you. Healthy for Life. He partners with Dr. Crystal Vance, president of our Wellness Council, as well as Kristen White. She's our athletic council, and Brent West, senior director. Now, we brought over 70 homeopathic doctors to add the hormone balancing homeopathic ingredients into the Slender Rise program, because the Slender Rise program was actually written by Dr. Ray Strand 10 plus years ago, but it didn't have the hormone balancing component until just about 3 years ago. And so now we have the weight release plus the hormone balancing. And when people use these drops paired with low glycemic anti-inflammatory foods list for about 3 to 4 months, what happens is you lose the weight twice as fast as you would with diet and exercise alone. Because a lot of the components is we are stressed out, we don't eat from an approved foods list. We're eating packaged fast foods, processed foods, and we're just overstressed. So these drops are going to help the body calm down. It's going to turn on the metabolism. It's going to reset the endocrine system. It takes about 3 or 4 solid good months to shift a lot of things, balance the body, get the hormones right. So how this works is there's a 2-bottle system. The Slender X bottle, you take that 3 times a day right before your main meals, 10 minutes before your main meals. You shake up the bottle, you measure up just around 0.75. It's just under that, 70. Hold it under your tongue for 30 seconds because there's capillaries. It gets absorbed into the body quicker. You swallow 10 to 30 seconds later. Don't eat or drink, and you do that 3 times a day. Second set of drops, you shake that up, you put it under your tongue 10 minutes later, and you do that before breakfast, before lunch. If you don't eat a meal because you're fasting all day, get the drops into your body no matter what. And then if you need a pick-me-up, you can use the Accelerate at around 3 o'clock if you need that extra boost. It has methylated vitamin B12 in it. A lot of people are B12 deficient, and supplements that you take in capsules for B12 gets destroyed in the gut. That's why a lot of people have to have injections of B12, right? But because this is methylated and because it's under the tongue, it will get absorbed into your bloodstream. So then it has ashwagandha. That is the mood food. Oh my gosh. You are just going to be the happiest mama, the happiest wife, the happiest whatever going about, coworker that anybody can ever meet. you're just going to be happy. You're going to be high on life with this beautiful ashwagandha. It's the mood food. And then it has biotin for better gut health and really good for the body, as well as rose hips and things of other beautiful homeopathic ingredients. And then in the bottle number one, the Slenderex, it has 11 homeopathic ingredients to help calm the cortisol, the food chatter down, things of that nature. So it just really resets. And it's all natural, safe, effective, hormone and stimulant free. It takes about 3 to 4 months for everything to start, but people are really starting to experience, excuse me, got a tickle, experience some great changes, if not scale victories, non scale victories. Some of the non scale victories, you're sleeping better, you're thinking better, you're more energized and not getting that 3 o'clock crash. And your metabolism starts to kick in. It's like, what? You're feeling like your clothes are loose. Your moods are boosted. Your thyroid is supported. It helps to stabilize your blood sugar. A lot of people, excuse me, I'm going to take a drink. A lot of people are actually getting off of reversing their type 2. Now, we can't make any medical claims, but because the doctors are working with people who are in insulin resistance or pre-diabetic or even type 2 diabetes, those people are actually getting off their medications per the doctor. My husband actually got off of his high blood pressure medications and his high cholesterol statins. His restless leg syndrome has been resolved. My lab work has been, oh my goodness, back to normal ranges. I'm not pre-diabetic anymore. I'm not even stroke waiting to happen anymore. We are living the best lives, and that 30-year of chronic inflammation and pain from inflammation has gone. I am just so excited. I feel 38 at 68. This is the approved foods list. We have proteins that we recommend that are very clean, vegetables. If people are vegans, we have plant-based ingredients. We have fruits that are low glycemic. Those are very important because you don't want to spike your insulin, right? Your sugar levels. So condiments, we recommend Primal Kitchen. We also have a little tiny bit of what not to eat in your first 3 to 4 months, okay? This is not something that you have to be, oh my God, I did wrong. Don't worry, get your drops in, drink your water, half your body weight in ounces every single day. Do the best from eating from the foods list, and you will experience some results. Let me share a couple of my favorite. This is actually Kristen White. She's on our council, and she had her second baby. So she was postpartum and she couldn't get the baby weight off, even though she's a CrossFit gym instructor. She owns her 2 brick-and-mortar gyms. She actually got on the drops and she started sharing these drops with other people. Not only does she have her figure back, she's pre-at Olympic athlete herself, by the way, but she started sharing these drops in her gym and on social media. She actually paid off both her brick and mortar buildings over $400,000. This is Ursula. She's a homeschool mama of 6 children on a family income of 8 on one income. Wow. So she had some depression, anxiety. Her blood work was high like mine. She had a belly like mine as well. She got on the drops. She reduced that weight. She's a happy mama again. 6 children, homeschooling. I've met her a few times at some of the events. She's a lovely human being. And they are now a 2 income family. She doesn't have to charge her Christmas gifts anymore. This is Alan, much like my husband. They have hormones as well. And men actually have man boobs like my husband did. But unlike women, they lose weight twice as fast as women. It's just not fair. Misty, Looks like she just got a deflated belly in 6 weeks' time. No kidding. Just like my belly went down. And what's really remarkable is just in 6 weeks, you can tell her beautiful skin is glowing. Her eyes are white and crisp. And that's a good sign that she's actually absorbing nutrition at the cellular level. So you get the inflammation. You stop having the dairy and things of that nature, and the body starts absorbing the nutrients from clean eating, whole foods, and your body just is glowing with health, vibrant health. Now, this is Robin. She's early 50s. You would never think to approach her. She looks very, very fit at 50, right? But she had actually sugar cravings. She had a little bit of anxiety because she had twin daughters with multiple seizures during the day. And she got on the drops. She actually gained weight because of muscle mass, and she was working out and won a bodybuilding competition. This is our wonderful Dr. Crystal Vance. She has yo-yo dieted all of her life. She has lost 162 pounds in the last 100 pounds with these drops and has kept it off for the last 5 or 6 years. Now, Dr. Crystal Vance actually has had weight loss surgery. And like I said, yo yo dieted, taken every single diet out there under the, you know, out there in the world, and nothing has been able she's been able to keep the weight off like these drops have. So it has really helped so many people answer questions about these drops, being the doctor. She's a chiropractor. She sold her busy chiropractic office, and now she helps a lot of us here at Partner Co. This is Perry and Ashley. So whether you're going through menopause or stress can be from just taking care of your sick and ailing mom. She did lose her mom, and she gained the 20 pounds from all of that stress. And they both got on the drops. Terry lost 35 and Ashley released the 20 pounds, and they're very happy. So, a lot of our people that see our post on social media or see us at work or see us in, as friends in the neighborhood, and they look at us and, oh my God, you've lost weight. Oh my God, what are you doing? Oh my goodness, I'm on these holistic drops. Oh, tell me more, but typically we post them on Facebook, and people are asking, what are you doing? You look fantastic. I see the pictures that you're posting. Tell me more about the drops. So you can be one of our customers, right? People can be our customers, and we buy them in bulk. Our wonderful partner co incentivizes us. We buy them in bulk. We get the prices down really, really nicely so that we can save you money, and we can earn right now money, upfront money, day one money. I started posting on Facebook and I was making day one money because I had a lot of customers. So that you can be a customer of ours, no obligations, just pay for the box of drops, and we will walk you through to meet your goals. Now, if you have some great results in the next couple of weeks, then if you're ready for your next set of drops or right away after tonight, you can pay $29.95. It's under $30, and you can have access for wholesale shopping just like I do. And you can get your boxes at a discount or make some money by posting twice a day. And I'm going to show you how. But you get a replicated website, a back office, partner co-share app, award-winning marketing tools, and training. And then you, as I had mentioned, our company incentivizes to buy in bulk. Now, the first way to buy in bulk is a 4-pack. Investment is about 371 with the membership, with this, with that. It's about 425. We sell the drops at 167. If someone were to buy them from Partner Co, it'd be $200. So again, buying them in bulk, we save our customers money. But if you sold all 4 boxes, you would make about $300. If you kept one for yourself, you would probably profit about $100 to $200, and you get a set of drops for free. So after that, we would sit with you for about 30, 40 minutes, and you would turn your social media into profit. We have a plug and play system that's like having a file cabinet in your phone. I work from my phone everywhere I go. I answer questions all the time with either my new customers, my older customers, or my brand partners, new and growing brand partners. We have everything for everybody. We have the social media posting twice a day, information week 1, week 2, week 3, things of that nature. We'll just schedule them out, sit with you, share with you all the information. We have a proven system to help you make money day one. It's really remarkable. I've been in this industry for 15 years. Never have I experienced making money day one. It's really remarkable. Here's the other way: 10 boxes, okay, 880 investment. It gets you closer to a first goal in your first 4 weeks to get to top pay. Whoops, I didn't mean to click that. And so it's a investment of just under $900. Let's say that you sell all 10 boxes, you earn 1,670. You pay off your investment and you pocket about $800, depending on if you purchase 10 boxes and keep one box to yourself, and then you can make about $600. So this is the way I came in. As I had mentioned, I am a serial entrepreneur. I know a good deal. You're going to save 400. I got to top pay, which is you want to do that because you yield incredible amount of money. You get check matching bonuses from the people that want to do this with you, and you get 30% upfront income for life. I never have to reach that again, and it really made a big difference. Now, 30 boxes, you think, oh my God, it's going to take me forever to go through 30 boxes. Well, once you invest day one, 30 boxes, or if it takes you a month to get to 30 boxes. It doesn't matter when you get to 30 boxes. I started posting on social media, started posting twice a day. Oh my goodness. I was selling like 5 boxes a day. I went through 30 boxes in less than a week. I had to order another 30 boxes and help somebody get to ultimate with doing just that. Top pay she got, right? I said to my friend Val, I said, hey, you want a business? I need more boxes. So we're always blessing people's lives just by needing more boxes. Anyway, long story short, I made $9,000 in 3.5 weeks because I had 90 customers in less than a month. So I went through more than just 30 boxes, but you got to top pay. So whether you go through 30 boxes in a month and make $2,500, or 30 boxes in a week and make $2,500. We're going to sit with you, partner with you if you would like, or help you as a customer. Okay. No matter what, we're going to meet you where you are, help you to reach your goals with your weight, your health, and your financial success. But we would love for you to partner with us at whatever level your interests are. And then we'll go change some lives together. So I'm going to take this off screen share, come back to you all, see your beautiful faces, and open it up for any questions that you might have. And you can unmute yourself if you'd like, if you have any questions, comments. And if not, I'm going to take it off recording, and then we can say hello.